What's good, YouTube? What it do? Welcome back to the channel. Back at it again with the reactions. Today we reacting to what I said I wanted to react to in the last video. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clip. I gotta react to this. I'm gonna be mad if I don't get to react to this. I got to. And here we are. We here. As y'all can see, I got my man right here. This is who I'm rooting for, the Dragonborn. Like I said before in the last video, like this is my game, like. And also, I'm real psyched that they made Dragonborn, you know, the Meat Fighter in Super Smash Brothers. That gave me more reason to use Meat Fighters. And now we finna react to him in a death battle against Chosen Undead. How many of y'all know about Chosen Undead? Cause I don't know about him. I don't really know nothing about him for real. I know about him though, and this is who I rock with. So I'm going for him. You know, I'm rooting for him. Who y'all got though? Let me know down below. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to this video. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
The Chosen Undead, the accursed god killer from Dark Souls.
The last Dragonborn, the dragon-slaying savior of Skyrim.
Resigned to captivity, these two demi-human heroes embrace their destinies and stare down the very...
I remember seeing this live action joint when I was a kid. Like, I think this is when I had like a haircut or whatever. I remember that. I really hope we take this dub. Hey, for those watching the video that's rooting for Dragonborn 2, like, I hope we get this dub, you know? I hope we get this dub, like, for real. You know, like, cause we know about him, right? We know what he been through. I hope we get this dub.
Gods themselves.
And devoured their friggin' souls.
Because these two lack specific canon arsenals and movesets due to being role-playing protagonists, for this death battle, we're giving them everything they have and maxing out all of their stats.
Which is totally possible in-game if you're willing to grind. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
Grind
to
on Skyrim.
win a death battle.
The animation, though.
Our story begins at the end. The great cities of old have collapsed. The hero...
Oh, this is already looking like Lord of the Rings. This is giving Lord of the Rings vibes. Off rip. This man look like he finna go and fight some orcs. Hey, comment down below if y'all know about Lord of the Rings. That's my favorite movie, by the way. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's my favorite movie of all time. I don't see myself ever getting tired of that movie. That movie has a lot of rewatch value to me, you know. Love that movie. From Fellowship of the Ring to Return of the King. Got Aragorn right here, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm a Funko Pop collector, by the way. In short, they're valuable collectibles. You could flip them. For more info, just look it up. We ain't got time for that. Just go ahead and look it up. But yeah, the Fellowship of the Ring version of Aragorn. I also got the King version of him. You know what I'm saying? King shit. This right here is my favorite Lord of the Rings character right here, Legolas. My favorite archer, my favorite elf. I rock with Lord of the Rings heavy. And Legolas is my favorite for sure.
Those are dead or mad, and the golden age is over. Looking out upon their decaying kingdom, everyone would like nothing more than to lay down and die.
Too bad for them. That's the one thing they couldn't do.
The world has been gripped by the undead curse, turning anyone with a mysterious dark sign into mindless, violent hollows upon repeated soul-crushing deaths.
But there is a prophecy of a chosen undead who will journey to Lordran, the home of the gods, and save the world.
I ain't gonna lie, this game look fire. Like, this seemed like something I would play, you know. Okay, Dark Souls, I see what y'all working with. Let me see more of what y'all working with.
Rotting away in an asylum, all it took was an assist from an unlucky knight and a giant raven before one unlikely hero was ready to claw their way through their progenitor's forgotten homeland.
And it helps that as long as they can keep their sense of purpose, an undead will always resurrect at the nearest bonfire. Now, they might slowly lose their memories, their personality, and their sanity, but the curse gives them as much time as they need to get good.
Undead are unnaturally resilient, able to survive being impaled through the chest. They've been chewed, eaten, and digested by what I can only describe as a toilet demon.
What the?
And they can have their souls torn from their very body, because undead humans don't need their souls to survive.
Just pop some of that spicy Sunny D, and they're good to go.
Freak ass creatures. These some freak ass creatures. Like, what the hell?
And speaking of souls, they can absorb the souls of their fallen enemies to increase their power.
They're a master.
For those that know about Dark Souls and Skyrim, which one got the most dangerous creatures? Dark Souls seem like they got some, yeah, like that one creature with all the teeth. I don't know the name of it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, that's how you know a creature's bizarre, when you can't even describe it. Like, as far as the creatures go, Skyrim do got some competition. Like, these joints freaky as hell. Like,
with swords, hammers, spears, axes, bows, you name it. And that's without any formal training. With the right stats and setup, they can be anything from a cartwheeling assassin to a dragon-smashing tank.
To the giantest of dads. And despite the serious gothic themes of the series, these weapons can get anime as hell. Smo's great hammer is a ginormous mallet.
Talking
the
about
size
language.
Of a sedan.
Based on its size and likely bronze composition, it had
talking
to
about
weigh
language.
over
Hold on. Talking about language. This finna get anime, is it? Say less, say less, say less.
The size of a sedan.
Based on its size and likely bronze composition, it'd have to weigh over 100 tons. A lot like Goff's great bow, which can shoot pillar-sized arrows and one-shot dragons out of the sky.
Damn.
Or my
Just
favorite,
like that?
the Moonlight Greatsword, produced from the ass of the albino dragon and founder of sorcery, Seath the Scaleless. This
Albino
baby's
dragon.
a universe-hopping anomaly that can fire powerful sword beams and just looks so cool!
The chosen
This is
undead
sword
has
beams
learned
for me.
magic from the greatest practitioners in the world. They can create shockwaves, form defensive barriers, reflect damage, throw balls of flame, control minds, fire magical crystal spears, turn invisible, and toss bolts of sunlight strong enough to peel the stone scales off of mortal dragons.
So their pool of magic is pretty limited.
They got chaos spears, joint. They using chaos spear. Then let me find out. They got some inspiration from Shadow. Let me find out. Like what?
So, if it comes down
Spear.
to it, they can shut off all magic in the vicinity with the miracle Vow of Silence.
Preventing anyone from speaking any spells aloud, including themselves. With this incredible arsenal and judicious attention paid to the stamina bar, the chosen undead was rolling their way to victory.
A roll so powerful it bends the laws of space and warps them through attacks like they weren't even
I
there.
hate the Star
Though
Wars sequel.
sometimes it doesn't work.
Should have never been made.
That's just a game mechanic, but great to use when you're panicking.
Disney
They've
fucked
defeated
up big time
Nito,
with
the
that one.
god of death, the bed of chaos, the mother of all demonkind, and Calamite, the strongest surviving ancient dragon.
That was when the chosen undead was dragged back in time to face the fallen knight Artorias, the greatest warrior in history. And not only defeat him, but accomplish the greatest feat attributed to Artorias' legend, the destruction of Manus, the father of the abyss that threatened to consume the world.
They've even beaten other chosen undead from alternate worlds, like the best buddy in all gaming, Solaire. Praise the sun, bro! And soon they were approached by these two slithery freaks. One said to link the fire, and the other said to let it die out, which totally makes sense. Wiz can explain it.
Don't look at me. Dark Souls lore is as notoriously convoluted as the flow of its time stream, which is why we have a true expert in the realms of nerdom to explain it for us. Oh, Jocelyn.
You wouldn't believe how many item descriptions, forum posts, and moody 2013 lore videos I had to watch through for this. It's story time, kids. In the beginning, the world was unformed and static. Then suddenly, the first flame burst to life, and with it, the concepts of heat and cold, life and death, energy and time, light and dark.
Sounds like a mythological Big Bang.
The gods were granted immensely powerful souls from the first flame, but their greatest fear was the soul possessed collectively by the race known as humanity, the Dark Soul. The Skyfather Gwyn feared humanity's immortality, and so sealed their dark souls within them. But as humanity reproduced, the Dark Soul collectively grew and the first flame waned. Turns out humans were naturally undying, or according to the gods' propaganda, undead.
Yes, it's all a conspiracy. The undead curse was a lie!
Linking the fire means using your very soul as fuel to keep the first flame burning. If an undead champion believes their immortality is a curse, they'll do anything to prevent it, including burning fragments of the Dark Soul to keep the Age of the Gods going.
So you're a pawn in a game played by decrepit gods desperately clinging to power. Well, that's a huge bummer.
They might look like a depressed California raisin, but in order to link the flame, their soul needs to be strong enough to maintain the whole universe and the flow of time for another 1,000 years.
Other
Damn.
similarly powerful undead across time are swift enough to dodge lightning and even light itself. Based on their dodge compared to this beam and the time it took to reach them, they'd be reacting and moving at over 20% the speed of light.
At the end of their quest, they faced down and defeated Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, long hollowed from linking the flame 1,000 years ago. So, which will you choose? Link the fire and prolong the current age, or let it fade until only dark remains?
This is the biggest bummer of them all.
Is that a
Truth
wolf?
is, it never mattered.
That
The cycle
big?
just continues age after age with new heroes replacing the old ones until the
Oh,
chosen
wow.
undead was long forgotten.
Until the infinite march of time ground the world to ash. It was never about the happy ending. It didn't exist. It was about the struggle to get there. That's ultimately what gives us meaning.
The journey. The journey. As the saying goes, the journey has more value than the destination. Think about it when y'all watch the movies. Don't y'all enjoy the journey more? Don't y'all be enjoying the journey? And then when the character reaches the destination, it's like, all right, what's next? A sequel? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the journey means a lot. Enjoy the journey to your destination. That's what a lot of people don't do. They be too much of a rush in the destination that they don't even enjoy it now, you know? And think about it. You notice when you enjoy the moment a little bit too much, that time be flying by fast. Have that same energy for your journey. It then eventually, time will fly by, and then your destination is there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I took from it, you know? Shit, well, let's go ahead and get straight back to it. Let's get it. Here comes my
Hey,
game.
you're finally awake. Welcome
Yeah, I
to
am.
the frosty Viking paradise of Skyrim. Visit the quaint Nordic villages. Hike up to the
The
throne.
nostalgia. The nostalgia. I could just feel the nostalgia off of that. Just the start. I love the beginning of the game. Oh man, oh man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fanboying a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Let me relax.
The world marvel at the beauty of Black
remember
Reach.
this.
Hey, what's that in the sky? Why, it's Macho Man
Sure,
Randy
never.
Savage. No, it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
No, that is a dragon. But not just
Mars.
any mere Drake. This is Alduin, the World Eater, and he's come to burn everything to a cinder.
But fortunately for you, his path of destruction happened to interrupt your impending execution at the hands of those uppity Imperial pigs. That'll be the worst mistake this Staley monster would ever make.
It wouldn't be long before you escaped the destruction of Helgen and defeated a dragon yourself.
Then absorbed its freaking soul.
That could
remember.
only mean one thing. You are a being born with the blood and soul of a dragon in the body of a Nord, or elf, or Khajiit, or lizard dude destined to battle Alduin and save the world.
In their
I
tongue,
love the
you are
character
the
customization.
Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
In their quest to rid Tamriel of
The motherfucking Dragonborn. The Dragonborn. Don't y'all fucking forget it. I love the character customization in the game. Like, it was, you know, the species, and then the pros each species had. Oh yeah. Bring back so many memories.
Alduin's dragon army.
I wanna play
The
it. I wanna
Dragonborn
play this
became a jack
right
of
after
all
this
trades,
video. But,
master
you know
of
what I'm saying? But
all.
I ain't
They
ready to
learned to be a master assassin with the Dark Brotherhood, a master sorcerer with the College of Winterhold, a master thief with the
College, I
Nightingales,
remember
a
this.
master dragon hunter with the Blades,
I remember
and
that.
a master good boy. Who's a good boy?
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good boy.
They even fought in
I
the
was fucking
Skyrim
niggas
Civil
up.
War on the side of the Imperial.
Oh yeah, I was messing people up as a werewolf. Like I would just, you know what I'm saying? I killed so many guards as a werewolf. It was crazy. I was on demon time. I was on werewolf time.
Legion, champions of order.
You mean the Nordic War for Independence on the side of the Stormcloaks?
Those elf-funded Nord supremacists?
Better than those jackbooted Cyrodiil fascists? But what else could I expect from a monster who steals from innocent villagers by sticking buckets over their heads?
They can put their skills to good use with an absolute glut of weaponry. Not just the usuals like daggers, swords, hammers, and axes, but also special weapons given to them by the Daedric princes.
They're basically crazy powerful gods from the plane of
This is a
existence
different
called
underscore
Oblivion.
game.
From that wascally wabbit Sheogorath, the Dragonborn received the Wabbajack, a staff that casts a completely random spell on its target, from disintegrating them to healing them to turning them into a chicken.
What?
From Meridia, they received the Dawnbreaker, a holy sword made for
I
burning
love the
undead
Dawnbreaker.
to ash. That's similar to Oriel's bow, which
I will
can shoot
overuse
fiery
that
arrows
joke.
that can blot out the sun. To cover the distance between the Earth and the Sun in about 2 seconds, the arrow would have to be moving at over 250 times the speed of light.
Except
I don't think that it could get more nerdy than, you know, boomstick and whiz. Like, how do you know? How do they know? How do they know that? Like, what? Their calculation skills is crazy. Like, it's on a whole nother level. How do they know this? Like, their IQ is on a whole nother level, you know. I'm starting to be convinced that there isn't anything fictional they don't know about. I'm starting to be convinced. Like, these people know a lot. Like,
this isn't Earth and the Sun. This is the planet Nirn, and that's Magnus. According to the Elder Scrolls lore master Michael Kirkbride and his in-universe text cosmology, when you look up at the Sun, you're actually looking into a dimension of pure magic. Confused yet? I am.
Exact
Yeah,
measurements
I
here
know
are
too.
difficult to make, but if anything, the distance should be much greater.
Speaking of magic bullshit, the Dragonborn can heal themselves, cast
Oh, yeah,
wards and
yeah.
destructive elemental spells, control minds, conjure weapons, and summon lesser Daedra to help them out in a scrap.
They're an
I love the
especially
conjure
powerful
weapons.
mage because their mana recovers itself automatically over time. They'll never truly run out of firepower. But
That's
as a
what I like.
Dovahkiin, the ability they're most famous for is the Thum, or shout. By speaking the words of the dragon language, they can manifest their will into reality.
Like
love
with
they
the
shout.
classic Foo's Roda! An unrelenting force which can knock your neighbors into next.
if Nintendo makes another console and they put Dragonborn in Smash next time, I wonder what the specials would be like. You're like, if they make them as like a DLC or something, what would they specials be? You know, fire, the shout, you know, what would be the final Smash? Comment out below what y'all think would be the final Smash if Dragonborn was to be in a new Super Smash Bros. Game. What would be the alternates? What would be the costumes, you know? I can imagine the music of Skyrim on Smash if they make new remixes. That'd be fire. That'd be fire.
week, or Soul Tear, which removes the soul from your enemy's body and stores it in a cute gem, like so. Soul!
He didn't.
Wait, why didn't anything? Oh.
Student loans, man. Something had to cover the down payment. With these shouts, the Dragonborn can summon country-spanning storms, slow down time, and even call upon a dragon for help. Odahviing. Dragons may look like scaly reptiles, but in reality, they're immortal demigods older than time itself. They're the children of the chief god of Tamriel's pantheon.
The Dragonborn is an unstoppable force of nature. If they happen to take any damage, they can just drink a potion or nosh on a cheese wheel and be good as new. And they can carry up to 150 cheeses at once. My dream.
Assuming
This
these
is mod?
normally large cheese wheels have an average weight of 70 pounds, we can determine that the Dragonborn can carry up to 10,500 pounds of cheese.
And that makes sense,
That's how you know you got deep pockets. When you're able to carry that much. Like what? Can Link even carry that much? All the stuff he be carrying. Can he? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know if y'all think so. I don't know, man. Who y'all think got deeper pockets? Dragonborn or Link? Y'all let me know. Cause when it comes to deep pockets, I feel like they definitely rival each other. You know, who can carry the most stuff? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
considering they can match muscles with giants who are so strong they can shatter the game's spaghetti code to pieces.
The last Dragonborn has battle.
I ain't gonna lie. I would mess with the Giants on purpose just so they could do that, just because it was just so funny to me. Like up in the sky. They had me all the way up in the sky. It was so funny doing that. And then eventually I stopped playing around, and then I started giving the works. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You immature motherfuckers. Pause.
the vampire Lord Harkon, ended Skyrim's civil war, and defeated the first Dragonborn, Mirak.
And according to the book, The Guardian and the Traitor, Mirak was powerful enough to tear apart the island of Solstheim from Skyrim's mainland.
By comparing the size of various countries on Tamriel's map, we can determine that Solstheim is a landmass nearly 1,500 miles in diameter. In order to move that much land over the course of their fight, Mirak's magical prowess must have outputted energy over 300 teratons of TNT.
That's 3 times the impact of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Not too crazy when shouts can get strong enough to shake the world itself.
It wasn't long before the Dragonborn confronted Alduin in Nord Heaven and put an end to the World Eater once and for all.
Yeah, but that is literal. By absorbing the souls in Skyrim's afterlife, Alduin was powerful enough to devour everything. Not just the planet of Nirn, but the Kalpa, the entire timeline past, present, and future.
That's the level of unimaginable power the Dragonborn is dealing with here.
Tamriel is no stranger to great heroes across its vast, sprawling history. The Nerevarine, the hero of Kvatch, all magnificent in their own right.
But when you heard that shout echo through the mountains and the death throes of a dragon defeated, you knew it could only be the Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin.
I would love for them to make a movie about this. I would definitely watch that.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data
All right.
for all possibilities.
It's
about to go down.
Death battle!
Come on, Dragonborn. You got this.
Go and stop this fool who would let the flame burn the
It's
age
the
of
animation.
humans to ashes. The ancient.
What y'all rating the animation? What y'all rating the animation? This joint looking sweet. Like, I get this joint good now. You know what I'm saying?
Of dark will do anything to snuff out the light. Save us, chosen undead.
Oh, rip. Good shout. Ate that. Wait, this man ain't got no scratches? He still got stamina like that. Oh no. That was perfect timing. He's gonna bounce back. Oh yeah, he can summon dragons. I remember that. He got dragons at his service. I don't like that he feel like he really took it lightly. That sword look tough. Oh, okay, the sun. Not the beans.
Save this world, chosen warrior! Bring the fire! let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
KO!
You die!
Oh my god, this boss is bullshit!
This debate was fascinating.
What?
The Dragonborn had a wider variety of training, better access to summons, and magic that passively regenerated, as opposed to the
Is this a tie? I hope I ain't tripping. What? Did a tie just happen? If so, then hey, at least he ain't lose. If this is a tie, then hey, he may not have taken a W, but he ain't take the L either. I'll take it. He ain't lose. He ain't lose. You know, so I'll take it.
Chosen Undead's limited pool of magic.
Vow of Silence was a slick counter to the Dragonborn's magic and shouts, but it wouldn't last forever.
The Dragonborn was significantly faster, too. The Chosen Undead could dodge beams of light, sure, but Oriel's bow could fire arrows that move at least 250 times that.
But none of that mattered if the Chosen Undead couldn't stay dead.
You'd think the Dragonborn's anti-undead weaponry like Dawnbreaker would be an easy solution, but the undead of Dark Souls aren't really the same as Draugr from Skyrim.
Skyrim Undead are more like those classic reanimated skeletons. But remember the conspiracy. Humans in Dark Souls are naturally immortal. They're not actually undead.
Soul Tear wouldn't have been much use either, considering humans in Dark Souls can have their souls removed without dying.
So why didn't the Chosen Undead just keep coming back until they eventually won? Like with any Dark Souls boss.
One word, power. The Dragonborn had way more and greater feats of raw power than the Chosen Undead.
Oh yeah, like summoning country-spanning storms with a single shout, or defeating Mirak, who split a continent.
There's also the lore. Both characters are essentially mythological demigods in the same kind of vein as Hercules or Sun Wukong. Gameplay alone won't give you the best idea of their full power as characters.
So let's get an idea of their max potential from the lore.
The Chosen Undead sustaining the First Flame with their soul was insanely impressive. Considering the First Flame is responsible for the core concepts of the universe, like energy and time, it's not a stretch to say it affects not just the planet they live on, but the whole universe.
But that's nothing compared to the power levels in the Elder Scrolls.
Let's compare the First Flame to Alduin. Both literally run on the power of souls, and both can be directly scaled to our combatants.
Alduin had strength to consume the universe, not just Nirn, but the Kalpa as well.
You know those planets you see in the sky? According to cosmology, those are actually separate, infinitely big planes of reality. Alduin was going to eat infinity. Multiple infinities.
In comparison, the First Flame is powerful enough to sustain a universe and the flow of time. But it can't be infinite. Otherwise, it never would have faded to begin with.
And that meant the Chosen Undead just wasn't powerful enough no matter how many times they revived. With that much of a difference in power, the Chosen Undead would eventually lose their will to fight and go hollow. It's not traditional, but it is a form of death in Dark Souls. The Chosen Undead was surely tenacity personified, but still wasn't enough to stand up to the Dragonborn's incredible skill, broken arsenal, and overwhelming power.
The Chosen Undead could only last so long before they flamed out.
The winner is the Dragonborn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you talking
Thanks
about?
for watching. Stay tuned.
What is you talking about? Yeah. Talk to him nice. Talk to him nice. I give Chosen Undead props, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm psyched now. Hey, for those that rooted for Dragonborn as well, we got our dub, you know what I'm saying? We got dub. We
have a new death battle releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get new perks and extra content. Planet level members even see death battles before anyone else, so don't miss
Proud
out.
of my man. Chilua? Chilua? What? Say what? Say what? Hey, I gotta react to that one, man. I gotta react to that one. I gotta watch it. We gotta watch that one. We gotta watch that one. We got to. But now, how y'all feel about the death battle though? Who did y'all go for? Did you go for Chosen Dead? Did you go for Dragonborn? Also, especially if you made it this far, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and also turn the bell on so you can see when I upload again in the future. You You know, more reactions coming soon. Also, if y'all got any video ideas that I should react to, let me know. And I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll go from there. Until next video, peace.